went to Petra at the end of January. We were 3 adults from Eilat. The car picked us up from the Eilat hotel at the agreed time and took us to the border. The driver spoke English and explained how to cross the border. Then he said, when you come back from the excursion I will take you back to the hotel. When we crossed the border into Israel, we were met by another person from the agency who collected the money for the border fees. When we booked the tour we had chosen to pay the customs fees in cash. Then we crossed the Jordanian border and got on a big bus. We went to pick up tourists from Aqaba. Everything went quickly and smoothly. When all the tourists were on the bus, we headed towards Petra. The guide gave each a bottle of water. The guide spoke good English. He told a lot on the way to Petra. The views from the windows of the bus were amazing. There was a toilet stop near the Petra. When we arrived in Petra and got off the bus, the guide showed us the place where we will have lunch and what time we will finish walking around Petra. The time during the whole trip was calculated well, because there were tourists who had to catch the ferry in Aqaba after the excursion. Walking around Petra went at a good pace, we managed to take pictures and admire it. When walking Petra, footwear should be sporty. We went forward with the group. Then we were given free time to walk back to the place for lunch. Lunch was a buffet. The food is delicious. Drinks at extra cost. In the afternoon we went back to the border. We said goodbye to the guide at the border. When we were in Eilat, the driver took us back to the hotel. The excursion is not cheap, but it is worth the money. Smile. They say that impudence is the key to happiness, and so I was lucky enough to secure a spot on a full-day tour to Petra, frozen in time, with a group of English-speaking people. I couldn't wait a day to join my compatriots. These tours are held on odd days of the week, so I strained my English and traveled back in time with native speakers. The brochures were written relatively simply, and the bus was air-conditioned, so I happily missed the guide's detailed description of the landscape in fluent English. It was the same in Petra itself, the crown jewel of which was, of course, the rock-cut volcano, a truly enchanting sight. Unlike the surrounding landscape, which strongly resembled a run-of-the-mill desert, with its scorching sun and wicked wind. The food and amenities were excellent, although vegans might not be entirely satisfied with the menu. But I'm not a vegan, and everything was fine with me. The guides, there were 3 of them on my tour, kept a watchful eye on each participant, like a duck watching its ducklings, so I didn't have a chance to get into any kind of emergency, nor did I manage to take a stone as a souvenir. Modern technology can't yet convey the mesmerizing splendor of these places, so tours like these are the only way to touch the past and breathe the air that, it seems, was once breathed by those only mentioned in history books and adventure novels.